Happy Friday. Welcome in, everybody. So the topic today is life is too mundane. Okay, mundane means we are lacking excitement. So what are we doing for fun? What are we doing for fun? Okay, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So I'm on Facebook Live and I'm here. Let me put the topic in here, y'all. It is Friday and we got something to talk about. Life is too mundane. Okay, mundane means you're lacking excitement. All right, life is too serious. It's too stressful, right? Like, what are we doing? Hey, Juanita George, 39. That's one of our certified 6-month sewing technicians out of New Jersey. Follow her if you are in the area. Okay, you guys, life is too mundane. That's the topic, right? And mundane means we're lacking too much excitement and we wonder why our hair is on the floor, right? And so I want to talk to y'all today. Let me put this in the comment. Life is too mundane. What are we doing for fun? I'm guilty of this too. I'm guilty of it. Let's talk about it. Life is too mundane and it's associated. Stick with me. Associated with hair loss. What are we doing for fun, y'all? Y'all doing anything fun this weekend? Let me know. Give me some ideas. What are we doing for fun? Okay. And all right, let me post this. Okay, let me pin it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Friday. So I got Instagram up and I have our Facebook group. If you have not joined our Facebook group, make sure you do that. All you got to do is just go to the link in our bio and click on that. Click on that link and then scroll to the bottom and it says join our Facebook group. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's time to have fun. We getting to them inches. We ain't stopping till we done. Got our veggies, got our fruit. We gon' eat them one by one. Hey, stress is not our friend. When we see it, we gon' run. Hey, freestyle. Look, life is about fun, okay? I'm glad I recorded this. I may welcome y'all this every Friday with this, okay? Because I really want to be intentional about this, okay? So, life is too mundane. I'm not going to hold y'all for long. I can't because my phone gonna go dead. I got about 30%. I got more on the Facebook group. So if we get cut out here on IG, just head over to the Facebook group, okay? So, as you guys know, we are the hair growth capital of the world. And here we are always talking about how to get to the inches, obviously, right? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How to get to the inches. A lot of us are struggling with hair loss. We're struggling with excessive shedding. We're struggling with thinning. We're struggling with breakage, balding. Our edges are gone. Like, we really struggling, right? And how is that tied to living this mundane type of life? Mundane means that you're lacking excitement. You're lacking joy. And life is really about joy and fun and play and excitement. That's really like the only thing that could really heal you. And so when life is stressful, stress is one of the number one reasons why we lose our hair. Like, at the top, number one. And I'm talking about single-handedly. One wrong thought could send stress hormones to your follicle and tell it to die. And then you wonder why you got all this hair on the floor. You got all this hair in the sink, all this hair in the brush. Like, we losing hair. Like, how many of you guys... Hey, Felicia, how many of you guys on here feel like your hair is not as thick as it used to be? Time to shine, hair artistry. She's one of our certified 6-month sewing technicians out of Texas. Okay, and she travels all over Texas and even out of Texas. So make sure you guys follow her. You guys are always asking me, who you got here? It's starting to become too many students now, certified technicians, that I don't know offhand. But when I see them pop up, I like to shout them out. So this is just something that I do to help connect you guys. So if you are a hair professional, you may want to consider getting into this program because nobody's going to send you clients. Okay. So anywho, I digress. So stress is one of the number one reasons why we lose hair. But you got to think, like, why are we so stressed? Why are we stressed? Can anybody answer that? Why are we stressed? Why? Why are we stressed? Like literally, you know, here's the thing. A lot of us have belief systems, programming, agreements, fears, traumas, and it's dangling us around here, like in our adult life, money and work. It's dangling us around in our adult life, right? We feel like we got to prove something to ourselves because sometimes we don't feel worthy or somebody didn't make us feel good enough. We've went through a lot of trauma, so we lock the trauma up and just trying to live our best life, but we don't understand. We carrying that stuff around in us, in our hearts, and it's closed in our hearts. And if you want excitement in your life, you got to open up your heart. Kids, I'm glad you brought that up. So let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you this, because we gotta get down to the bottom of this, okay? Majority of stress is either gonna come from career, money, job. So I want you guys to be honest with me. It's Friday. Most of us are done with work, okay? It's time to let loose. It's time to be honest, right? It's time to take some type of action that's gonna help fill our cup up a little bit, right? What better way than to be in a sacred space where you can bring some things to the surface and kind of work through it, right? So most stress comes from career, money, job, right? Three things. So career, job, money. Is going to come from relationships, whether that's a relationship with your husband, with your boyfriend, with your kids, with your parents, with your friends, with your coworkers, or it's going to come from you yourself. Sometimes we are our biggest enemy. All right. So I want you to put a 1 in the comments if your stress comes from money, job, career, right? 2, if it's coming from relationships. So husband, kids, parents, co-workers, friends, boss, or if it's you feel like you are the one that kind of hold yourself back, you self-sabotage yourself, you overthink, you may be, struggling with some confidence somewhere, some self-esteem somewhere. Like, let me know where y'all at. Okay, let me know where you at. Okay, 1, 2, right? And if I didn't name something, let me know what is another category. Because what I have found in my life is stress is going to come from those 3 things. Those 3 things, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it all the way real, Alicia Macklin. 1, 2, 3. She said, look, everything stressing me out right now, okay? 1, 2, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yes. PCOS. Whoo. PCOS. Whoo. Stress is one of the number 1 things you want to stay away from when you got PCOS, okay? Right. 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Trauma. Yes. That's a part of 3. When we are holding trauma in our body that's preventing us from living our best life. Yes. Careers, job, money. We feel like money, there's not enough money no matter what. Relationships. We keep clashing. We keep getting into conflict, arguments. People are not doing what we expect them to do. People are not doing what we would do, right? Grieving. Whew, that's a big one. Grieving. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. Grieving. Stress. Yes, stress is tied to all of this, okay? So, I want you guys to know. So, here we go. This fun, right? Happy Friday. It's time to have fun. Hey, we getting to the inches. We ain't stopping till we done. Y'all missed my freestyle earlier. I don't remember what else I said, but I am going to go back and watch the recording because I'm going to welcome y'all with that every Friday. Come on, okay? So, okay, so we know what our stressors are, right? So let me ask you guys this. Because it's very easy to think about what we're stressing about. Wherever your mind goes, that's where your life flows. Or vice versa. Wherever your mind flows, that's where your life goes. Your life is mirroring what you choose to think about, right? Let me ask you this. What are you most proud of? 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 What makes you happy? What makes you happy? believe it or not, when we start thinking about these things, it's harder to think about. It's harder to put something out there, right? When we ask about what's stressing you, we can roll that off our tongue like this. Doop, 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 doop. But when we ask what makes you proud, what are you most proud of about yourself, I really want to say yourself, honestly. Let's focus on us, right? Don't you think we deserve that? Let's focus on us right now, okay? Juanita said getting that abracadabra certification. I know that's right. Yes, I am saving this live. So if you guys are missing it, make sure you come back to it, because we're having fun today. Like, that's the intention for today, because I feel like too many of us are too mundane. We're too serious. We take life too serious. We self-sabotage. We self-betray ourselves. We block ourselves from good things. We block ourselves from having fun. We can, take care of other people. We can do all this for the kids. We can do all this for the husband. We can do all this for the boss. But when it comes to us, we can't think about what to do for fun. So we're going to talk about that too in a minute, okay? So somebody said kids. My kids, I don't know if that's something you were, because I asked what stressed you out and I asked what makes you proud. So somebody said my kids. So you being a mother, being able to give birth and raise kids, yes. Somebody said singing. So I asked what makes you proud, what makes you happy. Somebody said singing. I love that. Resilience. I love that you're resilient. I love that. If you don't know resilient that means that you keep going no matter what. Accomplishments, the small ones. So who's that? D Harmalita 444. She said she's most proud of her accomplishments, even the small ones. I love that. I love that, because a lot of us feel like, even when we think about being grateful, which is my next question, we think we have to be grateful for big things, right? I'm grateful for the tea that I sip in the morning. Like, when I drink the tea, I look grateful. It's like, thank you. Like, I even say thank you a lot. My kids laugh. I'm grateful for my tea. What are you most grateful for? Time to Shine Hair Artistry said education. She's most proud of her education. I love that, because that's not easy. You got to invest in education. You got to set time. You got to make education and learning a priority. My book release. Congratulations, Chook. Congratulations. They said they released a book. That's something they're most proud of. What are you most grateful for? I love tea. Somebody said I love tea. Me too. It's like my favorite. What are you most grateful for? What are you most grateful for? That's a question. What are you most grateful for? Even if it was, you pulled up to a grocery store and somebody moved out you didn't feel like walking all the way from back there and somebody moved. Like, you got to learn how to be grateful for the really small things, okay? So, hey, I am Nundy Von Hare. She is out of Illinois, or Belleville and St. Louis, you guys, one of our certified technicians. So if you are in that area, make sure you reach out to her. So I tell y'all, a lot of times when my students or certified technicians come on here, y'all always asking where they at. So I like to shout them out when they come on here. The love I receive from my children. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So the question was, what are you most grateful for? So if you just coming in, I asked the question, what brought about the most stress in your life? As we're talking about life being really mundane and us not being able to enjoy life the way we want because we don't have excitement. It's not because excitement isn't there. It's because we are self-sabotaging the connection or the synergy we have with excitement. Okay? So we're talking about this because stress will literally have your hair on the floor and in them sinks. Okay? So we can really reverse, if we can reverse the way we process information, the way we see life, because life is only mirroring how we choose to think and process information, we can save our hair. We can save our health, okay? So someone said they were grateful for God's love. I love that. Okay, let's ask this, okay? Because what I'm doing right now is I'm taking your mind off of the stress. Wherever your mind flows, that's where your life goes, okay? So this is something that you guys could do, all right? When you feeling stressed, it's very easy. Ask Dr. Renee. Hello, welcome in. That's my cousin, you guys, and she's one of our veteran hair growth testimonies. Okay, So I am Nundy said I'm great for this break before my next sew-in client. The second one today. Oh wow. Okay, girl, let's get it. I'm grateful for this break. I love that. So yeah, our certified technicians be busy, y'all. So what I'm doing, y'all, is like, you know, it's very easy to focus on the things that stress us out, but it's very hard to think about the things we just don't naturally think about it. So I'm just challenging you to think about something that's going to make you feel better and good, and open up space for you to think about excitement and joy, whatever that may be. Okay, do you give tips on graying hair? Stress plays a huge role in that. Stress actually plays a huge role in gray hair. That's funny. I always thought that I wanted to come up with some kind of herb or supplement or something that can like delay the graying process a little bit, but you know, creativity is a beautiful thing, you guys. God created us with the ability to create, but if you don't use that creativity, it will jump, okay? So you all are my witness that I had intentions at some point to create something like that. Now watch somebody come out with it next year, okay? So we asked, what are you most proud of? What are you most thankful for? What are you grateful for? Let me ask you this, because a lot of us like to be in this victim mentality where we feel like we don't feel loved. We don't feel loved. We don't feel good enough. Okay. We don't feel like we're getting the attention that we need. And because of that, we don't feel love. You know, there's different types of love languages. So let me ask you this. Who loves you? Who do you know loves you? Someone said earlier, I think that was Time to Shine. She said, I'm grateful for the love that I received from my kids. So she obviously know her kids love her. Okay. So who loves you, or who do you love? Who do you love? So that's a great question to ask. Okay. So as we're thinking about like trying to come out of this mundane aspect of life, right, where we are blocking ourselves from excitement or joy, let's talk about some things that we do that excites us, or some things that we want to do that you feel like will excite you. Somebody said my dog. So I asked the question, who loves you, or who do you feel, or who I don't feel loved by people, or I don't feel good enough, or I don't feel like my husband loves me enough, I don't feel like my kids love me enough, I don't feel like my parents love me enough, I don't feel like my friends love me enough, right? Who do you feel, no, deep down in your heart loves you? Or who do you love? Because here's the thing. Now, if you take nothing from this live, take this. You can't control how people love you. The only thing you can guarantee is the love that you get to other people. Let me say that again, because a lot of us are expecting all of this love from people, more than likely, who don't know how to love themselves. They ain't quite figured it out yet. In fact, you may have not figured out how to love yourself, because if you had an abundant amount of self-love, you wouldn't be so disappointed if somebody didn't love you the way that you wanted them to love you. Okay, I'm just going to keep it real, okay? We're too attached to other people loving us because we don't have the love for ourselves, okay? So, hey, Facebook. Hello, welcome in. So yeah, let's talk about that. I thought I saw something that you're a good doctor. I've been through a lot, you guys. I've been through a lot. It's been a long journey of healing. That's why the name of my business is Abracadabra Hair and Healing. Because you truly cannot, at one point, a time or another, hair is going to be an issue if you have trauma, or if your heart is closed, okay? Because hair is a manifestation of what's going on in the inside of your body. Like, I've literally seen people, customers, patients come in with 80% of their hair gone, and they've had their hair all their life, and their hair has been fine all their life. But then, you know, they may lose someone, or they may maybe find out their husband is cheating and getting a divorce, right? And it literally throws the entire hormonal system off, and your hair growth is attached to your hormones. All right, I've seen it. Stress will not only have your hair on the floor, but stress can also kill you. Stress can kill you. Literally, it can make you sick. I talked to a mentee today, and she was struggling with her husband in the hospital. I mean, breaking down. And she was sick after, you know, from experiencing it. You know, like, we can even, listen, okay? There's this hair process and this healing process is very, very deep. It's more than a surface. Hair is the surface level, okay? Hair is the surface level, and a lot of you guys find what we do very exciting. You know, you see all these hair growth testimonies, and it's exciting, right? And we're gonna be able to get you the hair growth that you are wanting, but how are you gonna sustain it? How are you gonna sustain it? You can't go back to old habits. This is if you want your hair to just really thrive and go somewhere that it's never been before. You can't go back to old habits. So I have to challenge you before you may not even be a customer of our hair growth solutions yet. But one day you will. And I have to challenge you now to start. Hey, hello, Nicole Whitney. I love you, girl. It's been a long time. You're going to have to watch this replay. You're going to have to watch this replay too. So I'm glad you just made it in. But so I'm going to challenge you guys to start thinking about this, because nutrition plays a role in your hair. Your stress level plays a role in your hair. And when we talk about these things, when I throw nutrition out, when I throw stress out, that's very surface level, right? But you can really go deeper into these components of having the hair of your dreams. When we talk about nutrition, it's not just about eating healthy in a way that serves your body. What's up, Maureen? I'm talking to some of our members in Facebook. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, make sure you join that, okay? Especially, like, if this live go dead on you because the phone went dead, I may still be over here, okay? So, nutrition is surface level. Nutrition can mean so many things, but when I'm talking about it, I'm talking about eating live foods like fruits and veggies, live food, because life begets life, okay? So many of us are waking up and we're putting dead food in our body, and we wonder why our cells can't really thrive, right? We talk about fasting. Fasting literally heals your body. Fasting produces growth hormones, but growth hormones. Growth hormones grow your hair, grow your muscle. It grows cells that rejuvenate your skin and make your skin look youthful. You release ketones. Ketones kill all the dead diseases and unused proteins, acidic proteins and viruses and cancers out your cell. I mean, you release stem cells. You release, you go through a phase of autophagy where your brain is renewed and you more clear, okay? So that's a deeper level, right? Then we talk about stress. Yeah, it's easy to say stress, and it's easy for someone to come in on the outside of you and help you with your stress right now at this moment. But what happened when you walk away from them? We come too dependent on people, right? What happens in your own time when you are battling, right? That's a whole deeper process. Sometimes we just got to go deeper down and really look at the belief systems that we have that's causing havoc in our life, and we don't really know. It's dangling us around like a puppet, okay? Belief systems and programmings from other people. Some of us took on our parents' fears, or the people around us, their fears, right? And we're carrying them around like it's ours. And we wonder why something is missing and we can't get the joy in our life. So welcome in, everybody. Like, as it's Friday, right? And I'm coming to the realization that we're just too mundane. There's not enough excitement. There's not enough play in our life. There's not enough fun. Okay. Some of us grew up as an adult, as a kid. Some of us became adults as kids. Me. And I know it's a lot of you guys on here that became an adult as a kid. And you lost your youth. You lost a lot from your youth, including play. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you where I am. I'm bringing this to you guys because this is a realization that I have, and I know it's not just me. It's damn near our whole entire world, right? We don't know how to have fun. We don't know how to allow ourselves to find excitement. We have closed hearts, closed, wounded hearts, and then we wonder why we can't receive love or give love the way we could possibly. Just imagine if your heart was open and you were more intentional about inviting joy and peace into your life. Like think about it, like where your life can really be. We're too caught up in being victims. And that tears our energy down. We're too caught up in being depressed and having anxiety because we have things in our heart that are not healed, okay? You got to be willing. Like, where do you want your life to be? Like, where do you see your life? And so for me, it's about finding excitement. Like, I'm in the process of opening in my heart because I've been serious too long. I know some of you guys can relate, especially as a mother and if you're an entrepreneur, and just as a woman in general, we feel like we're responsible for everything and everybody all the time. Of course we're not gonna feel like having fun, right? We're striving too hard to be perfect. And that's an illusion. It's an illusion that's wrapped up in your trauma. Why are you afraid to be imperfect? I had to go through this years ago. I had to make a decision because that's all life is, just about making the decision. Life is not complicated. We make it complicated. Everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. I mean, everything. And I had to make a conscious choice to decide, I'm going to show up imperfect every day. I challenge you to take imperfect action every day, because if it's too perfect, two things going to happen. One, it's not going to get done. Or two, you're going to drive yourself crazy in the process. And guess what? It still may not be perfect. So why? Like, why? Can you imagine how much joy that soaks up out of your life? I know, because I was once there. So I really want to set an intention, and I want to challenge you guys to be intentional about play, being more playful, having fun, loosening up, do something you never done before, do something that makes you feel like a kid. It's a blessing to be a kid. Think about it. It's really a blessing to be a kid. You ain't got no worries as a kid. You ain't got no worries as a kid. Okay? So, go painting. Go, maybe sometimes you take your kids to the jump place, but you sit around and you be on your phone. How about you jump with them? How about you tickle? I posted something in the stories, maybe yesterday or the day before yesterday, how, I was talking about how I struggled a lot during motherhood and how I was able to turn it around, right? And I posted a video that I put together years ago. It's just a summary of some times where in my house we're running in the house, we're tickling. Like, I tickle my kids. They 18 and 14, my older sons now. They tickle me. Be a kid. Be a kid. Loosen up. Like, life shouldn't be that mundane, okay? If you don't know what that means, it means just lacking excitement. Laugh. Laughing is very healing. Laughing is extremely healing. I remember a time, let me tell you how mundane I was. I remember a time I didn't even want to watch funny movies. I'm not about to sit here and watch no funny movie. Ain't that sad? That is so sad. And I was like that in high school. I don't have time to sit here and laugh with y'all. I got stuff to do. I was like that in high school. How depressing. How depressing is that? So think about the things in your life that is stressing you out. Come on, let's find, keep your inner child. Heal your inner child. Speak to your inner child. That's called soul talking. That's one of my intent. That's a practice of mine every day. I have to go. You guys, we lack in excitement because we feel like we don't have what we need. Okay? You guys, and this was once me too, you want all these things, but you're not willing to do the work. You got to do the work. Your identity is wrapped in some trauma somewhere. And there's different scales of trauma. Some are worse than others. But to you, your trauma is your trauma. So you can't even compare it to anybody else's trauma, right? Your identity, for example, me. There are some things that I went through as a child that made me feel worthless. Right? And I'll be on, that's another story, right? So to me as a kid, I felt like I had to prove something to myself, right? And then I had some anger also. Follow me here, because if you on here right now, you're here at the perfect time, because I'm going a little deeper. I had some anger too, right? And so because I wanted to be in control and I didn't know how to control the anger, I wrapped this I put this unworthiness and I put this anger into a file cabinet. I locked it and I put a guard right there, right? But what happens is, from those two things, I built two unhealthy habits that caused me a lot of pain in my life. I built it into my identity. Follow me here. So remember, in my file cabinet, I got anger and I have unworthiness, right? So for the anger, I built my to-do list around my anger. I built my to-do list. Follow me, because I know some of y'all on here struggling with this. I built my to-do list in my identity to combat my anger that I did not address. I locked, instead of addressing it and handling it because I didn't know how, I locked the anger away, put it in the file cabinet with a lock, and I put a guard right there where it couldn't be touched, right? Follow me, because it's going somewhere. So, anger, I built my to-do list. My unworthiness, I built this idea in my identity that I had to prove something. So no matter how I felt, no matter what God told me, because let's keep it real, all of us get messages and we don't listen. We don't listen. Why you think that is? Because you built this identity, this obsession with trying, follow me, you built this obsession in your identity because you thought it would keep you safe. You thought it would protect you. And it may have served you for a while. It served me because I wouldn't be successful if I didn't lock those things away, right? It served me for a while. But that is a part of the reason why I could not enjoy life. That was a part of the reason why I didn't have any excitement. Because if I'm constantly doing something on my to-do list, then I don't have time to have fun. There's no time to have fun, because when I'm done with the to-do list, I'm exhausted. I don't want to have fun. Don't talk to me about no fun. I don't have time for fun, right? And if I'm trying to constantly prove myself something because of the unworthiness, if I'm constantly trying to prove myself something, I'm going to keep going until it gets done. Forget my body and how it feels, even though my body's saying I'm tired. Forget what my spirit is telling me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm outside. I want to let that pass so you can hear me. Forget that. Forget what it's telling me. I'm stuck with that identity because I locked it away and I didn't heal it. I didn't address it. Okay, so that's just an example, and that's some of you guys may be going through that. I don't know, but that could be a huge reason why you don't create joy and excitement in your life. It really starts with your heart. Your heart got to open up, and you got to invite it. You have to invite it in. Okay, so I just wanted to hop on here because stress is one of the number one reasons why we lose hair. I deal with it all the time. I see it all the time. I'm managing it all the time. I'm helping people walk through it. And it's so common. And when you stress, even the little, just one thought that does not serve you could send a signal to your hair follicle and tell it to die. And then our hair end up on the floor. And then you come running to us. Like, my hair is thin. I'm balding. It's gone. It's shedding. It's breaking. But your hair is just a manifestation a lot of times of what's going on inside of your body. I wish there was another way. But so I can't help you grow your hair. I can't continue to keep teaching other hair professionals how to help you grow your hair and not hold you accountable to your own joy and fun and excitement, because that's the only thing that's going to counter stress. If I'm making sense, let me know. If I'm making sense, if this resonates with you, let me know, because I know I talk to too many people. I've helped thousands of women, you guys, so I know what we're going through, and I know what myself is going through. So before we end this live, tell me what's something that you are going to like set an intention to do to have fun. So for me, I want to do some kind of like, I want to do a painting with a twist kind of thing, right? But I want it to be more like I've seen like people like, it's kind of, it's not, I don't want to call it a club, but it's like, seem like a lounge club and people having fun and people dance. I want to dance. And some of you guys see me dance a little bit, you know, like even with content, when I'm doing content, I do that. I'm not doing that to get views or to, you know, obviously, I mean, I guess in every intent is to get views because you want exposure, but I do that because that brings excitement to me. I like dancing, right? So I like to do that. I like to dance and educate and entertain at the same time. So I think I'm going to get back. Some of you guys have seen me roller skate. I literally roller skated as I'm giving hair tips. I do that because I love to roller skate. So how can you incorporate more fun, play, and excitement into your household, into your job, or your business, or your marriage, or your friendship, or your relationship? Think about it and be intentional about it. Stop sitting around and waiting for somebody else to do it. You do it. You responsible for your own excitement. You responsible for your own joy. You responsible for making sure that you create time to play in your life. We doing a whole lot of working. We working hard, but we not playing hard. And we got to play. Okay. So that was my intention for hopping on this Friday. Of course, we have a Mother's Day sale coming up. If you are not, hi Carmen, how are you? Welcome in. If you are not in our Facebook group, because our Facebook group officially gets better deals, better promotion, more time. Okay. So, and I definitely have a lot of things set up as we are kind of making and navigating through this year. So you definitely want to make sure you do that. So in order to join the Facebook group, just click the link in our Instagram bio and, just scroll down. It's just, I think it's the last tab. It's just said join our community. So definitely you want to make sure you do that. If you just joining in, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's time to have fun. We getting to them inches. We ain't stopping till we done. That's the only part I remember from my freestyle this morning, y'all. Or not this morning, but early on this live. But I had a whole freestyle, and I'm going to go back, and anytime I hop on Friday, that's when I'm welcoming y'all in on, right? So make sure you go back and watch this live because you too serious. You're not having enough fun. You need more excitement. More excitement. Even if you feel like you got excitement, you need more of it. That's the season we're in right now, where we are opening our heart and inviting an abundant amount of joy and excitement in our life. And we have all the control for that. It's time to put down the responsibility of taking care of everybody and everything and betraying and neglecting ourselves. And it's time to have a little bit more fun. You want to know how you can get your hair to be thicker? You want to know how you can get your hair to be longer? You want to know how you can stop the breakage? You want to know how you can produce more, natural oil so your own body can be nurturing your hair? You want to know how to get that bald spot to reverse and get some hair in there? Have more fun. Have more fun. Let's combat the stress that's causing all of this. Now, we have a Mother's Day sale. Excuse me. We have a Mother's Day sale coming up on Monday. So, of course, hey, Collab Beauty Bar Renee. That's one of our certified technicians out of New York. The Bronx, specifically. And if you are on here and you are a student of mine and a certified technician, let me know, because some of you guys may be newer and I don't know. We got some OGs in there that was really smart to come in when I first was putting it out. So I remember their IG names. But if you are in our program, let me know. And you've been to the masterclass, let me know, because we got ladies looking for you, right? We struggling out here. We trying to get to the inches, okay? And they can help you. Like, they work really hard to learn this methodology and these hair growth solutions. And there are people all over the country and even in Canada that can help you. Okay, and if you guys if you want to kind of find someone in your area, all you got to do is click the link in our bio also, and click find your technician in your area or something like that, your 6-month sewing technician in your area, and just put in your name, email, number, and it'll have you choose a state, and it'll list everybody in that state. Very simple, very easy. Stop asking me, do you have someone here? I don't know at this point. I don't know. I can't keep up. I'm one person. I can't keep up with everybody and where everybody is. But we do try to get a system where you guys can keep up with that, okay? So if you're just coming in, make sure you catch the live. The beginning of the live. Or just catch this whole live, because we did talk about something that's really important. If you're trying to have more joy in your life, if you're trying to have more excitement in your life, if you're trying to have more peace in your life, if you're trying to reduce and eliminate the amount of stress in your life, this live is for you. Go back and watch it, because if we can reverse the way we moving in this mundane kind of energy, that by itself is going to automatically improve the quality of our hair. But if you want to get to the inches real quick and you need some additional support, you want to definitely make sure that, and if you here on live right now, you catching this, because today actually at midnight is our last. We have an anti-breakage kit. I definitely want to I'm glad I thought about this, because today is the last day. Well, actually started yesterday, but today is the last day. We kind of snuck in like a pre-sale, a Mother's Day pre-sale for our anti-breakage kit, because we get so many of you guys saying that your hair is breaking off really bad. And so we have an anti-breakage kit with our I think I got some things right here. Hold on one second. That you can save 55% on, but you have to use Mother's Rock as the code. So it's called our anti-breakage kit. It comes with these 4 items, right? The detox for the scalp, the hair growth healing oil, the hair growth moisturizing retention oil, a water mister, because water is where you get your moisture from. Don't you ever forget it, okay? Water is where you get your moisture from, but oil is what helps delay the evaporation process, which keeps your hair moisturized longer. So don't forget that, okay? So we often recommend that you drop a bunch of these in here. Yes, Mother's Rock. You drop a bunch of this in this water bottle, and you mist your hair. If it's natural, if it's in a protected style, obviously if it's straight, you don't want to do that. But what you do want to do is wrap your hair when it's straight, because you are producing, especially if you are taking these supplements, because they got omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in them, they're helping you to produce more sebum. They're helping your sebaceous gland produce more sebum naturally, okay? So if you're wrapping your hair is going to have access to all of that oil that your body is producing, that your body knows what your hair needs, right? That's why we wrap our hair. Some people don't know that. You're just doing what people tell you to do, and you don't know why you're doing it. It's because it gives your hair access to your natural oils. If you don't know how to wrap, or if you don't want to wrap, even if you don't want to wrap, because sometimes if you're wrapping your hair the same way all the time, you can create some breakage in a particular area because you're taking your hair against a way in which it does not grow, right? You can do a half wrap. So a half wrap is you part your hair down the middle and you split it up like this. Boom. There's no excuse. It ain't no excuse, okay? So the name of the kit is our anti-breakage kit. You already saved like $79 on it initially on the website, and then when you put in Mother's Rock, you save an extra $50 on it. You save an extra $50 on it. So and you get a free satin bonnet or satin pillowcase, our anti-breakage kit, our anti-breakage moisturizing kit, Blue Fletcher. Hey girlie, how you doing? So I was just talking about, we created the anti-breakage kit because a lot of people say their hair is breaking off, their hair is dry. You get your moisture from water. That's where you get your moisture from. But the problem is water evaporates too fast. So when it evaporates, guess what? Your hair is back dry. But if you incorporate oil into your water, right, the oil is going to help delay the evaporation process. If you're producing your own oil, this is for men and women, if your body is producing a lot of your own oil, then that's also going to help keep your hair moisturized for a longer period of time, okay? Some of us have underactive sebaceous gland. And then you got your detox in this kit. A lot of us don't have proper scalp hygiene. A lot of us don't have proper scalp hygiene. That's vital. That is vital to hair growth, hair loss, moisture, shedding. All of that is so vital because your follicles get way too clogged up with debris. As I'm sitting out here, debris is just falling on my scalp. That's worse. That is just as damaging. Okay, that's why it's important for you to shampoo your hair. Then you producing, then you got products on there, and some of those are harsh products. Then you sweating, and all this stuff is mixing in together, and it's clogging up your follicle, and it's causing it to be inflamed. And then it's irritating the scalp, and then weakening the integrity of the follicle, and so the hair, boop, just comes popping and shedding out. Well, especially if you got protective styles, and you going months without shampooing your hair, this kind of serves as a cleanser. If we did like looked at this through a microscope at somebody's scalp that was had a lot of buildup, and then we pour this on there and let it sit for 5-10 minutes, it's gonna be crystal clear, right? Got a lot of B vitamins in here. So the B vitamins go underneath the scalp and draw a lot of the blood, the energy, the minerals, the vitamins, the oxygen to the follicle, right? Good stuff. And then we got our magical detank. I use a mess out. I'm showing y'all my stuff. We use a mess out of this stuff, okay? I use this. My sons, my daughter, we don't have them kind. We don't have no problems in this household. We don't have no hair loss, extra hair shedding, all that problems. We don't have them problems in this household because we be on it, okay? I don't take a comb through my hair, through my daughter's hair, unless I'm putting our alakazam on there, our detangling potion. Okay, a lot of us are combing our hair dry. We wearing braids for 2 months and then taking the braids out and combing the hair dry. Not supposed to be doing that. I wish you stop. It'll catch up with you if it don't damage you right then and there. I've done it myself. I've done the braids without this kit, and I thought I didn't have any hair. I literally was devastated. I was like, after this, I can't have a lot of hair with the amount of hair that I lost. So I know it's happening across the world, okay? So yeah, so make sure that, let me go ahead and put that in this comment. Mother's Rock is the code, and it's the anti-breakage kit. Anti-breakage kit. Because this is the best. It's on this one particular kit, but the sale for Mother's Day is not going to be like this. So you definitely want to make sure that you're taking advantage. Anti-breakage kit. Use the code Mother's Rock. Mother's Rock. Okay. Mother's Rock. And you get free. So you say like, I think it's like 55% off. And you get a free satin bonnet or a pillowcase. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. So if you feel like if you have some issues around your edges, you probably want the satin pillowcase, because you don't want anything around your edges. Let me pin that. You don't want anything around your edges that's hugging, even if it's satin. You don't want any type of tension or anything hugging your edges, okay? But if you have, normal hair and you just want to make sure that it's protected while you sleep, and our bonnet's cute. Our bonnets are very fashionable, very fashionable. I think I can actually wear that as a fashion statement, honestly. I may do that. I may do it. I don't know. So yes, thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, if you're just coming in, please go back and watch the replay. I'm really getting on y'all about, not as I get on myself. When I get on y'all, I'm getting on myself too. Okay? Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever think I'm perfect up here. If I am portraying perfection, I truly apologize. I am so imperfect. I am so imperfect. Okay? I am very imperfect. And I honor my imperfection. So I'm going to show up, and I'm not going to always be prepared. I'm never prepared. In fact, I'm never prepared. Somebody that was going to be, I noticed that my hands was incredibly dry. Somebody that's perfect, not going to try to, they're not going to show up with no dry hands. I don't care about that. I take imperfect action every day, and I challenge you guys to do it. But most importantly, I challenge you guys to set an intention to open up your heart to find some excitement and joy, okay? So you can reduce the amount of stress that you have, so that you can reduce the amount of hair that you're losing. Y'all always asking me, how do I get my hair to be thicker? How I get it to be longer? So when I hop on here and start bringing the truth to you, don't act like you ain't ready for it, because you asked, okay? So bye, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Do something you normally wouldn't do. Just do it. Just do it. And then I want you to message me, and I want you to tell me about it. I want you to just tell me how it was, and I want to know that you have fun. I need to know that these lives don't be in vain. I need to know that this particular life is not in vain. I need to know that you had set an intention to have fun, or you did something that you normally wouldn't do, and you feel really good about it. That's what I need to know. And if anybody needs additional help, if you want to talk one-on-one, feel free to click the link in our bio. For the month of May, just because I was inspired by Mother's Day, and I'm really honoring, really focused on mothers this month. And you don't have to be a mother to schedule, but that was my intention. That was my motivation for opening up one-on-one consulting and some coaching when it comes to all things that play a role in hair growth. So if you feel like you need some specialized attention, this is the time to soak me up. This is the time to soak me up. I don't know how we got here, because I never had the time to do this before. I used to years ago, but I can never find the time to do this, what I'm doing now. So if you feel like you need some special attention, if you feel like you want to be held a little bit more accountable, if you feel like you really need to know about your specific hair and the issue that you have in your customized hair plan for you, book a one-on-one, okay? And if it's not the right time for you to do that, just join our Facebook group, okay? So that you can kind of stay in the loop, because they get more benefits over here, because this is our community, and I want to kind of go a little bit, not go wide, but go more deeper with you guys. There's a lot to know. There's a lot to learn if you want to improve the quality of your hair and you want to improve the quality of your health in your life, okay? So love you guys as always. Peace, love, and blessings. Thank you for spending time with me on this Friday. I know y'all got stuff to do, like fun, right? But this is something that I'm grateful for you guys to take the time to just kind of listen and spend some time with me and engage and take what I'm teaching, okay? Pick up what I'm teaching and really apply it to your life. So that means the world to me. So thank you. Peace, love, and blessings, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun.